Claps. What's poppin', synthetic wigs? Oh, Lord Jesus, these just tickled the hell out of me. I don't even know how this started, but I'm loving it. Hey, you guys, it's me, Keisha, and I am here with a brand new all tea, all shade Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 13 review. If you guys have not checked out my explosive interview with Winter Williams from Love and Marriage DC, make sure you guys check that out. It was a phenomenal interview. Thank you to each and every one of you who said this was the best interview you've seen featuring her thus far. Thank you so much. That meant a lot to me. Also, this Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time, a new episode of Tea Party will be airing with me and Sheridan, where we go back and discuss Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going all the way back to season 1, episode 1, and we're going to do recap videos weekly on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So make sure you tune in for that this Thursday. Now let's get into tonight's review. The episode starts off with Kenya and Drew on the phone discussing the Jamaica trip. And then Drew brings up the impromptu, I hope it was an impromptu birthday party for Sheree, because that thing was put together on a $10 budget, child. And so they was making fun of the party and how whack it was and the decorations and the dry food and everything. And it was just really cute to see Kenya and Drew getting along, and I just love seeing bubbly, fun Kenya, and we've gotten a lot of that this season. It seemed like she was really in a good, happy place, and it was just refreshing to see. And I think that's partly due to the fact that Portia wasn't around. I honestly believe that, because, you know, Portia was a negative cloud and always starting shit in line. Then we see Ralph and Drew, and Drew informs us about the fact that Ralph was initially supposed to adopt her son, but she learned after he spoke to her son's father and he said that he wasn't comfortable with that he decided to back out from doing it. And he just, was like, I'm going to be there for him no matter what. We don't have to have that paperwork to show that I'm there for him. And, Drew's just trying to catch up to where he is because he's doing all of these things basically behind her back. That's what I'm getting from it. But, and I mean, if that was his choice after speaking to the boy's father, that's fine. I agree with that. If it didn't sit well with him, but wouldn't the father have to give up his parental rights in order for him to adopt him? So if the daddy ain't gonna give over his parental rights, then can he adopt him? I don't know how that whole thing works. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section. So then Ralph's publisher comes over to discuss his book, which is all about step parenting, and that further confuses Drew, because she like, you don't want to adopt him, but you're writing a book about step parenting. I don't think that should necessarily confuse her, because I think the whole adoption process and everything that has gone along with it would be very prominent for the book. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a very important topic to discuss. But the gag is Drew hasn't been involved in none of this. She don't know what this man wrote, what he's talked about. He won't let her read anything, but then got the nerve to ask her to write the forward. How the fuck she gonna write a forward if she don't even know what the hell she writing a forward for? That makes absolutely no sense. Now I can see if he was asking her to write a blurb. I've written blurbs for other authors throughout the years, and that's just something that you can generically write. You know what I'm saying? This author gives you an explosive ride on this book and da-da-da-da-da. But a forward, you gotta have read that motherfucker to write a forward for somebody, unless you just want them to all out lie. And I just want to know why he has left her out of this process of writing the book about step parenting, which involves her son, but she can't read it. Nigga, I would not co-sign that book. I'm not agreeing to nothing. You not writing no book about my child and I don't get to hear or read nothing. Hell to the no. I would tell that motherfucker, I'll sue you. I will sue you before you write anything about me or my child or our family and I don't get to know what the hell is being said. Absolutely the fuck not. Nigga, you lost your mind. And then especially since her son, has a disability, you know what I'm saying? So no, absolutely not. So it's the day of the trip. What's her name? Sanya has sprinters sent to everybody's house to pick them up to head to the airport. I got me one for my birthday too. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to see my birthday trip. By the way, I will be out of town from August 19th through the 23rd. So there will be no reviews on those days. I will have pre-recorded videos rolling out, but no reviews while I'm on vacation for my birthday, August 21st. My Cash App is down below in the description box if you want to give me a gift. But anywho, Aaron ass leaves his damn passport, so he got to catch an Uber back home to go get his passport. So he is racing against time. Kenya does not have a +1 as of right now, but as we'll see on the trip, she will have a little boo thing swing through, and I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. They get to Jamaica, they're on the sprinter, and here goes Sanya asking Kenya where her +1. Girl, stop it with the foolishness. It's not that deep. It is not that deep. So King was like, her cousin, bailed on her. She got sick. So Sanya doesn't believe that. In her confessional, she was like, you were sick. Now your cousin's sick. I don't think she had a +1 to begin with. Girl, what are you talking about? Kenya always has her cousin join her for things throughout the year. So that doesn't make any sense. You just so stuck on her bringing a +1. And I felt like at this point, like she was trying to use that as a dig, like Kenya can't find nobody to come with her. Like, Sanya, okay now, girl, please stop it with the foolishness. So Marlo introduces her friend, this guy friend of hers that she brought, and Kandi, her confession, was like, she don't want us to see any of her sponsors. She always talking about somebody, man, and they relationships, but we don't never see who she dated. And I 100% agree. Like, how you talking about everybody else, but don't nobody know who your boo thing is? Where is your man? Where is your scooter? So because Kenya's birthday is coming up, Sanya decided to do something nice for her and put some rose petals in her room as a surprise. But I'm like, rose petals? That's weird. That's so weird to me. Like, you couldn't have bought her a gift and just had it, waiting in her room or something. Rose petals is very romantic and sensual and sexual. I'll be like, that's my birthday gift, some rose petals on the ground. Girl, absolutely not. We're not doing that. And so the ladies and the guys or whatever are heading to their rooms on go-karts, but Kenya make a U-turn because she spots her a boo thing, honey. And I was like, yes, girl, you better pull up to the bumper, baby, and your long black limousine. So Sanya spots the guy. They do the little U-turn or whatever. He's really nice looking. I think he's supposed to be British. And King is kind of shy and timid when it comes to men. So Sanya pretty much set her out. She was like, you here by yourself? And he was like, no, I'm here with my brother. She was like, no, that's not what I'm asking you. I was like, okay, Sanya. Okay, Miss Aggressive. She's a great wingman if you ever need one. So Kenya and the dude end up exchanging WhatsApp information. I was like, okay, Kenya. So they then catch up with the rest of the crew, and Sanya was like, sorry we was late. We just had a love connection with Kenya and this dude. Here go Marlo Thompson. And then she gonna ask Ross. She approached him, and he was like, kind of sort. She was like, yeah, exactly. He did not approach her, meaning he wouldn't have wanted her if he saw her. Yo hating ass. You's a hating ass bitch. You mad because ain't nobody checking for your tongue tied ass. You old Daffy Duck looking heifer. So Sanya invites everybody to her room, her suite. They have food. Of course, Kandi is happy because she was starting to get hangry. You got to feed Kandi every 2 hours like a baby, a child. She gonna turn into the Hulk. So as Sanya is giving everybody their room keys, she was like, it pays to be nice to the hostess. So everybody that was nice to me beforehand, girl, like, I don't like playing them games. Like, you're not about to play with my accommodations while I'm out on a vacation and give me some shitty ass room, bitch. We all got money around here. Fuck with me if you want to. I'm gonna upgrade my shit and take your room. Keep playing with me. Like, I don't like that type of shit. Like, when y'all see the accommodations for my birthday, like, everybody rooms are fucking amazing. Like, I have planned an amazing birthday trip where everybody is taken care of. Like, that's the type of shit that I do. Like, for my birthday trip, the only thing that my guests have to worry about was their plane ticket and food. That's it. I paid for everybody's accommodations. I have surprises planned, transportation planned. Like, I feel like if you ask people to go on a trip, this is how it needs to be done. So don't play around with where I sleep and where I'm putting my head at, girl. So then we get to dinner, honey, and John arrives to Kenya's room, and he looks really nice. He cleaned up well or whatever. And, it's obvious that they're very attracted to one another. He just kept on saying how beautiful she looked. And you could tell Kenya was a little bit nervous. I would have been too. I don't know this nigga from Adam. I got this man in my room. Thank God his camera's here in case he tried to kill me. But they seemed like they had chemistry. I would at least fuck them while I was there. Probably wouldn't have called him when I got back home, but I would at least fuck them. And secondly, you're the one to talk. Like, when you yourself are going through your own situation. I was like, about time somebody said it. And Marlo was like, you're not gonna make it official. You'll just be there to support him mentally. Is that what you're saying? Then she focuses on Kandi, and it's like, it could be weird to you. Your situation is weird because your mother comes before your man. And everybody looking like, what? Like, how the fuck we get on mamas and putting somebody mama before they man? And this is what I don't like about Marlo, is that she always bringing up somebody damn mama. She's very much like heavily in that aspect where they always going to your mama or your mama. And it's just like, why are you steady hitting below the belt and bringing up people's family? Because if somebody hits you with that, your own tea, you'll be somebody somewhere in the corner shaking. Like, I don't like that shit. So Kandi was like, you need to worry about your own situation. You don't think it's weird that you sent your nephews back? And Marlo was like, hell no. You don't think it's weird that you made your man feel belittled when it came to your mama? And I was like, oh, this bitch is really going there. Like, she is really showing her natural black ass in front of company. Now, Kandi would have been all types of wrongs if she would have hit her ass back with, at least my mama wanted me. Is that why you mad? Is that why you always bringing up somebody mama? Because yours didn't want you, bitch? Is that the reason why you mad? Because nobody was there to teach you how to speak without using your tongue? You tongue-tied, speaking with tongues ass heifer. Like, it's so much that you could hurt Marlo with, and it's sad that you would have to go there with her, but she the type of bitch where you got to cut her to the white meat in order to get her ass up off of you, because she don't know when to stop. And I would hurt Marlo's fucking feelings. Kandi is like, my man doesn't feel belittled. He's sitting right here. Marlo in her confessional says, why would you bring up something that's killing me? Kids are off limits. I know you ain't talking about what's off limits. Bitch, you don't even know what a limit is. Probably can't even spell limit. I know you're lying. Like, you're the last person to bring up boundaries in this group of women. Like, Marlo, have several. Marlo then decided to go even lower by saying, you take care of a man, you take care of your family. Kandi was like, I don't take care of a man. I've never taken care of Ty. She was like, now you trying to disrespect my husband who's sitting right here. And I didn't think that was fair to Ty, because y'all keep that shit between y'all. Like, let's not even go there. But Marlo was like, so you saying your mother is a lie? Your mother's telling the truth. Kenya then looks over at Sheree and was like, that's your friend. And you could tell by the look on Sheree's face, like, oh my God, like, she is really going there. Like, this is so embarrassing. I can't believe she's saying all these things. But Sheree is such a follower. She's not going to speak up when somebody is right and when they're wrong. She just going to follow behind whoever she's aligned herself with at that moment. And that's why Sheree gets on my nerves at times, because she plays the whole Switzerland thing when it's not benefiting her or who she's aligned with, instead of just saying what's right and what's wrong. And this is where she messes up every time she returns to the franchise. So Kandi was like, worry about your nephews. And Marlo was like, worry about your man and your kids. You can't be a mother like that and work as hard as you do. You're a provider. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now that was a good read. It was a good shady read. I had to give it to her. So Kandi was like, Kenya, so do you work? And Kenya was like, all day, every day. And Monietta jumped in, was like, we all work. I did like how Monietta even had Candy's back and was shaking her head and looking at Marlo like she was crazy. And even Monietta in her confessional was like, Marlo claims to be Candy's friend and how much she loves her and Ty, but like, how you sitting up here saying all these messed up things to them and about them? She was like, that's fucked up. So Kandi was like, you ain't even got a husband. Get a husband, then you can tell me what to do with one. Child, Marlo Thompson, I love you, Todd. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You love this man. You sitting up here talking about him like a dog in front of his face. Make it make sense. So Todd was like, the fucked up part is that you repeating some shit that you know ain't true. And Marlo was like, what I don't know ain't true. And Todd was like, that you brought your way into this circle. Nobody was your friend. I was behind the scenes. Remember, he was one of the, producers on the show back in the day or something on the show. And so, Marlo was like, I came in with Phaedra or whatever. Now, you all know, if you don't know by now, when they bring in new housewives, 9 times out of 10, the girl does not know anybody in the clique personally. There have been instances where they have brought an actual friend of the person on via on Beverly Hills with Garcelle and Sheree. They were friends prior, but often what they do is they'll put a girl with another housewives and pretend like they've been friends and this is my friend and I'm introducing them into the group. They don't even know each other like that when they come on to the show. That secret has been revealed. So I believe Todd when he was like, nobody fuck with you. No, you bought your way into this group. You wanted to be on the show, and that's how you got onto the show. Not bought like the producers, but she probably was doing stuff for the girls, trying to get them to be her friend and to get camera time. So Marlo was like, I'm in Africa and you said she was country and she was lame, talking about Kandi. I don't bit more believe that. Marlo was a liar. So Kandi was like, you a lying ass bitch. And Marlo Thompson, you a nothing ass bitch. Kandi was like, remember this when you didn't have shit going on. Who wanted to come through for you? And Kandi is referring to back in the day when she was trying to help Marlo get her own television show. And she had secured her a deal and everything. And then Marlo decided to go back to the housewives or whatever. Like, she has done a lot for Marlo behind the scenes. So the fact that you would take this opportunity to shit on me, shit on my family, my husband, like, why would you do that to somebody that has really tried to help you even behind the scenes outside of this show, championed you on getting a peach, and then you get a peach and this is what you do with it? Like I said to y'all, she will not be getting a peach next season. She'll be back to being a friend of the show or nothing on the show, because Marlo has squandered this opportunity. And the fact that she chose Kandi of all people to go up against, Bravo loves Kandi. They're going to always choose Kandi over somebody like Marlo. She won't get a peach next season. Watch what I say. Marlo was like, who are you? You're only known in Atlanta, baby. And Kandi was like, did she say I'm only known in Atlanta? Bitch, I'm worldwide. What the fuck is you talking about? And I was like, you better tell her ass. Like, I wouldn't even got mad at no shit like that, because now you just talking out the side of your neck. Like, now you just saying shit to say it because you can't think of nothing else to say. Bitch, shut the fuck up. So it just was tickling me though, y'all, how Monietta husband, her white husband at that, and Ross, Sanya's husband, was sitting up there cracking up laughing the whole time. Y'all got to go back and watch their facial expressions and the fact that they was bugging up and laughing the whole time. The next thing we know, John just gets her from the table and leaves. I'm pretty sure he told Kenya, like, I'm on, head on out, because that probably was a bit much for him. He's from another country. He's seeing these black folks in this restaurant arguing and stuff. Like, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully he doesn't hold any of that against her and they were still able to, kick it with each other and have a good time. But I don't even think that Kenya really truly cared. And so at the end of the episode, Sanya was like, can we just, close things out on a good note and everybody be on their best behavior the next day? And so Kandi was like, bye, lonely, to Marlo. And Marlo tells a bi delusional or bi denial girl. I'm like, this is a mess, but like, I could never fuck with Marlo like that again. Like, bitch, we could be co-workers, but as far as anything else, I don't fuck with you because you don't fuck with me for real, for real. The fact that you would take it to that level and that quickly and without merit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck you for life. Overall, I'll give tonight's episode an A. It was really good. It was really interesting. I wish we would have got this energy throughout the whole entire season, but the season is damn near over, so it is what it is. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.